You've reached the end of this introductory module on HTML5 and CSS. It's now time to review what you've learned in these lessons. This module started with a lesson on the basics of HTML, or hypertext markup language. You began this lesson by exploring the answer to the question, what is HTML? You learned to describe the purpose of HTML in a web browser, demonstrate the use of HTML tags, including how to ensure that you use the correct syntax, identify how HTML elements are utilized in a web document. You also explored HTML documents, and you should now be able to outline the structure of an HTML page, including the root, head, body, and other elements, demonstrate how to build basic HTML documents by combining common key elements and tags in order to create a structure, and explain how to create a link between HTML documents with the use of an href or hypertext reference attribute to redirect users between the documents. You should also be able to add images to a web page with HTML code, utilize HTML to manipulate data in tables, and build HTML forms with a wide range of input types. You then moved on to study the document object model, or DOM, a tree structure or model of objects in an HTML page. During your investigation of the DOM, you learned how to explain what the DOM is and the purpose that it serves with an HTML document, demonstrate how the DOM is created from an HTML page by exploring the elements that generate it and visualizing it in diagram form, and provide a high-level description of common instances in which web developers interact with the DOM through JavaScript. These include updating content, setting up events, and animating HTML elements. You also explored the concept of web accessibility by exploring how people with disabilities can understand, navigate, and interact with websites. Following your exploration of this topic, you should now be able to demonstrate high-level knowledge of assistive technologies used to browse the web, like screen reading and speech recognition software. Make use of basic techniques to improve the accessibility of your web projects, such as correct HTML structure. Following this introduction to HTML5, you then covered a lesson on the basics of CSS, or cascading style sheets. The lesson began with an overview of selecting and styling, in which you learned to write CSS rules in order to style elements within an HTML document, demonstrate an understanding of the box model and its key features, and explain the concept of document flow. You then demonstrated your skills in these topics by creating a biographical web page, the first of many web pages you'll create in this specialization. You should now be familiar with the basics of HTML5 and CSS. Well done. You're making good progress on your learning journey.